And today I'm trying the Brockmans Intensely Smooth Premium Gin. It's a 40% gin, so main flavor should be Juniper, so the juniper. And the strange thing is, it's not a dry gin. It doesn't say dry gin, so there can be sugar in it added afterwards. But if you read on the back, the very last sentence is no added sugar. Okay, strange. So why don't they say that a dry gin? Maybe they added some flavor afterwards. That could be it, but. I guess they could call themselves a gin. What they also have on the front label is they have an English gin. Yes, it's an English gin from the G&J distillery, Gilbert and John, and it's from Warrington. That is east of Liverpool. For everybody who knows a bit about English geography. Brockmans is like, it was founded by 4 experts who knew their gin, and they wanted to create this Brockmans, and they had like an idea of a intensely but smooth gin. It's a very hip and design cool bottle where you have like some chessboard molded into the glass. It's very dark and black and should represent the the blueberries and the blackberries in there. So that is one topic they have going on there. Talking about ingredients, it's as all the gins are, it's with grain spirit is one of the base, which they dilute down to 57 to 60%. And then they have their botanicals inserted there, and they actually let them macerate for 24 hours, but they don't do it with just maceration naturally, but they actually do heat it, and then they call it steeping. Interesting. So they have more temperature for the maceration, so I guess they get more of the flavors out because they do it under a heat treatment. And they actually say they do it inside the still, and then they actually just distill it. So sounds legit. What do they have as botanicals? They have juniper, obviously lemon peel, orange peel, coriander, cinnamon, blueberries, blackberries, liquorice, angelica root, almonds, and roots of iris flower. So a lot of common botanicals in there, but some do stick out. The almonds, never had that before. Cinnamon, not that common. Here and there are some who use cinnamon, and licorice is also not something that you use lightly. There are also some out there. So they do have some funky botanicals going on there. So let's have a try how that Brockmans Intensely Smooth. Ooh. Oh, I do already get some of the intensity. It has a quite distinctive direction in which it's going. Oh, it's very, very fruity. So these blackberries and these blueberries, strong, very strong and sweet. And if you go in closer, you find that juniper going on. Now that I have a second glass of it, you do feel more of the other spices going on in there. The first glass was more or less just sweetness, berries, juniper, and here you do find a little bit of that cinnamon going on, which is really nice in there. A little bit of a spiciness, and not coriander maybe, and very, very nice. But still, I warn you, this is it smells like a liqueur, and it's really, really sweet and berries. It is intensely smooth. Definitely. It has a very intense topic of berries in there. And now it has 40% ABV. You don't feel the alcohol that strong, so it hides the alcohol a bit. So yeah, a bit dangerous there. Hiding the alcohol is always a bit dangerous. And but nicely when you swallow it, when you have it in your mouth, you have a bit of that damping, numbing, tingling sensation that you get from the juniper. I do love that about the gin, that feeling in your mouth. In the beginning I didn't like it, but now I do like it. I was thinking a lot about what kind of tonic would you use in that, in the gin tonic with the Brockmans. And in the German take, I did use the one that goes into a citric direction. You could use the spicy, but I'm not quite sure if that would work well. But this time I would actually like to do the Trent. I barely use the Trent because it makes it like a fizzy lemonade drink if you use the Trent, because that is goes a lot into berries and all that kind of stuff. I already had a bit of a lemonade feeling with the light one, with the citrus one. Let's have a look how that feeling goes with the gin tonic. Actually, it's not as sweet as I expected it. Maybe my expectations were just too high with just sweetness. But it hides the alcohol even further. So it doesn't really feel like an alcohol. You could easily sell this as a lemonade. Probably people would say, a bit of a funky lemonade, but intense and a bit strange. But a lot of berries, a lot of cherries and liqueur feeling in there, but refreshing. Yeah, it has that refreshing taste of the tonic. There is a bit of a nuance going on with a little bit of a spiciness going on inside the mouth, but that's probably because I had my quite fair share of this bottle already now, and I get used to it. But still, it's like a fizzy drink with a lot of berries in there, but with a bit more kick to it. And be careful out there, it's dangerous. If you drink this on a hot summer day and you just, it's so refreshing, let's drink it, and it tastes so good and so sweet and nice, then after a while in the sun you will probably have a bit of a spinning sensation going on in your head then. Because calculating from how I mixed it, there is still a good amount of alcohol in there, but it's hidden very, very well. So bit of a dangerous fellow out there, but a perfect, nice gin for a summer day. But control yourself. So if you live in the Netherlands, and it's quite hot in the Netherlands right now, have a look at Whisky.com and you can buy the Brockmans Intensely Smooth Premium Gin at Whisky.com. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.